Aries, this week, you're sharp as a tack. The week begins on Sunday, November 5th, with Jupiter in Taurus, and your house of money making a semi-square to Neptune in Pisces. Today, you could make someone a tantalizing offer. Aries, your sales abilities are very strong now. You can show your customer that what you're selling will fulfill their dreams. Be careful, though, because this aspect works both ways. On Monday, November 6th, Venus in Virgo and your house of work, and co-workers trines Pluto in Capricorn. Aries, you might have intense feelings for someone you work with, or someone on the periphery of your life. These feelings might have started as irritation, but now you sense a definite attraction to this interesting and intriguing person. Aries, you could find yourself musing about a barista, co-worker, or person just walking by. Taurus. This week, something beautiful attracts your attention. The week begins on Sunday, November 5th, with Jupiter in your own sign of Taurus and your house of confidence making a semi-square to Neptune in Pisces. They say that a little bit of delusion is actually helpful. That it's quite common in superstars, Olympic athletes, and successful CEOs. Today, it's okay to feel very confident and to give yourself a mental and emotional boost. On Monday, November 6th, Venus in Virgo and your house of romance trines Pluto in Capricorn. Taurus, your heart might beat faster for someone nearby. If you're in school, this could be a student or perhaps a teaching assistant. Or this might be somebody from work. It's possible this is someone who is a little bit out of reach. But a seed of romance could be planted today. Gemini, this week, you're extra clever. The week begins on Sunday, November 5th, with Jupiter in Taurus, and your house of spiritual practices making a semi-square to Neptune in Pisces. Today, you might be tempted to skip meditating, yoga, or writing in your gratitude journal. However, this is actually a day when you could experience a breakthrough, achieving the theta state or a perfect headstand. Even if you don't feel like it, consider following your regular spiritual practice today. On Monday, November 6th, Venus in Virgo and your house of family trines Pluto in Capricorn. A loved one might express their honest, deep feelings for you. Gemini, you might feel a little overwhelmed by this response from them. Perhaps they're extended family, and you don't see them often, or you've had difficulties with this person in the past. But they are ready to make amends and start fresh. It's now up to you to decide whether you want to follow suit. Cancer, this week, you might be bearing your soul. The week begins on Sunday, November 5th, with Jupiter in Taurus, and your house of friendships making a semi-square to Neptune in Pisces. You might be helping a friend today, but you're also susceptible to their influence. If they are on the wrong path, a bit of that could rub off on you. Cancer, you might recognize that this person encourages you to shop, overeat, or engage in some other activity you don't want to do. Today, you might want to keep a little distance from someone who's a bad influence. On Monday, November 6th, Venus in Virgo and your house of communication trines Pluto in Capricorn. Today, it's challenging to separate communication from your emotions. This means you could become overly emotional when expressing yourself. While this might be acceptable for personal matters, you might need to tone things down in negotiations or work-related situations. Before sending business emails, double-check to make sure you're conveying the intended information and not revealing unintended details. Leo, this week, you could gain something you've wanted for a long time. The week begins on Sunday, November 5th, with Jupiter in Taurus, and your house of career making a semi-square to Neptune in Pisces. Today, you could be more than usually disappointed by the government and people in power. This is a good day to avoid the news and focus on more positive thoughts. Don't obsess about things that are out of your control. Leo, a better use of this energy is to watch a movie where justice reigns, and the bad guys get their comeuppance. On Monday, November 6th, Venus in Virgo and your house of money trines Pluto in Capricorn. You might be obsessed with an item right now. Leo, you might really want to buy this object. Part of your obsession is the thought of the emotions that having this will bring you. Before you part with your hard-earned cash, consider if these emotions could be satisfied in some other way. Virgo, this week, you are doing new things. The week begins on Sunday, November 5th, with Jupiter in Taurus, and your house of education making a semi-square to Neptune in Pisces. Today, you don't have a good sense of time. You could be mistaken if you think you are going to get an entire project done in one evening. On the other hand, this is good energy for studying something and really immersing yourself in the topic. As you read the material, pretend you're teaching this to a young student, and you'll incorporate the knowledge into yourself. On Monday, November 6th, Venus in your own sign of Virgo, and your house of confidence trines Pluto in Capricorn. Today, you could have truly profound psychological insights into all the people around you. It's like they are open books today. You see their motivations and deep, hidden secrets. Virgo, it's also possible that someone will confess a secret to you without even realizing they are doing it. Today, everyone is an open book. Libra, this week, you're reaching people on a deep, intimate level. The week begins on Sunday, November 5th, with Jupiter in Taurus, and your house of resources making a semi-square to Neptune in Pisces. Today, it would be easy to overextend yourself, Libra. You might think you have more energy, money, or time, but this is an illusion. This could even extend to how far you can reach in a very literal sense. So you could end up with a pulled muscle today. On Monday, November 6th, Venus in Virgo and your house of psychic ability trines Pluto in Capricorn. Today, you can hear other people's thoughts as clearly as your own. You have empathy toward others and you can reach them on a very deep and personal level. This is a great time to sit with a close friend or potential relationship partner and really get to know them. You can read people easily today. Scorpio, the week begins on Sunday, November 5th, with Jupiter in Taurus, and your house of relationships making a semi-square to Neptune in Pisces. Today, you and your sweetheart can have a magical time. This is good energy for romance at the fantasy level. It isn't so good for meeting a deadline or showing up somewhere on time, so keep that in mind as you get together with your beloved. On Monday, November 6th, Venus in Virgo and your house of friendships trines Pluto in Capricorn. Scorpio, you might get together with one of your more powerful friends, and this person could open your mind to some extraordinary ideas. These might have to do with investments or business opportunities. Or they might tell you something about yourself that gives you a new level of self-awareness. Sagittarius, this week, it's all about your path. The week begins on Sunday, November 5th, with Jupiter in Taurus and your house of health and well-being making a semi-square to Neptune in Pisces. Today, you might be aware that you're fooling yourself. Sagittarius, you might tell yourself that your body can handle this much sugar, or that these artificial sweeteners are okay for you. But deep down you know that your body is craving something else. Today, you might look at changing your fuel. On Monday, November 6th, Venus in Virgo and your house of career trines Pluto in Capricorn. Today, you have an opportunity to move up in the company. Sagittarius, you could sit down with your supervisor and talk about your career path to a better position, more autonomy, or larger team. This is also a great time to post your resume
and enhance your profile on professional websites. You're very visible right now. This week, you're going further than you have before. Capricorn, the week begins on Sunday, November 5th, with Jupiter in Taurus, and your house of romance and creative fantasy making a semi-square to Neptune in Pisces. Capricorn, you could do something that is really unique, sensual, and fun if you can align your schedule with your sweethearts. That will be what takes some effort. If you're looking for love, this is a good time to meet someone with whom you have a strong physical attraction. On Monday, November 6th, Venus in Virgo and your house of education trines Pluto in Capricorn. Today, you have a very good memory. This is a good time to study for a test,
or work intensely on a project that furthers your education. Capricorn, you could also help someone else study because you can reach them on both an intellectual and emotional level. Aquarius, this week, you leap over obstacles with ease. The week begins on Sunday, November 5th, with Jupiter in Taurus, and your house of family making a semi-square to Neptune in Pisces. A family member might tell you that everything is okay, but your spidey sense is tingling. Aquarius, this is a good time to check in, especially with a reclusive family member who doesn't contact you very often. Today, you might be doing a welfare check. On Monday, November 6th, Venus in Virgo and your house of power trines Pluto in Capricorn. Aquarius, you are extremely effective today. It doesn't matter what you're doing, you can get better results with this energy. That means you're a better negotiator, artist, planner, and strategist. Today, you could reach the height of the creative experience and make a substantial contribution to someone's life. Pisces, this week, you are speaking your truth. The week begins on Sunday, November 5th, with Jupiter in Taurus and your house of music and dance making a semi-square to Neptune in your own sign of Pisces. Everything is very fluid today, and you might feel rather unfocused. Pisces, your intuition is stronger than usual and your creative abilities are off the charts. This is a good day to paint, sing, dance, or figure out a way to combine all three. Aquarius, you are extremely effective today. It doesn't matter what you're doing, you can get better results with this energy. That means you're a better negotiator, artist, planner, and strategist. Today, you could reach the height of the creative experience and make a substantial contribution to someone's life. Pisces, this week, you are speaking your truth. The week begins on Sunday, November 5th, with Jupiter in Taurus and your house of music and dance making a semi-square to Neptune in your own sign of Pisces. Everything is very fluid today, and you might feel rather unfocused. Pisces, your intuition is stronger than usual and your creative abilities are off the charts. This is a good day to paint, sing, dance, or figure out a way to combine all three. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed this week's zodiac reading. If you found this video interesting and want to stay updated with our weekly horoscopes, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. By subscribing, you'll be the first to know when we release next week's zodiac readings. Stay tuned for more insightful and exciting content. See you in the stars.